right. So I'm really excited to give you all this class planning training today. I will be giving you a free class planning training every single week, unless I'm on vacation or leading a retreat or something, which is starting to happen again soon. I'm so excited. And this is just something that's really needed because it's a great way to infuse your class with inspiration and creativity without having to feel like you have to get super creative in your sequence, which could lead to just a sequence that doesn't really make sense or a sequence that injures people. Whenever I go to a class where I can usually tell if the teacher's like, okay, I've got to have a really creative sequence. And then she like forgets what she did on one side. And then did I do it on the other side? And those kinds of things can really happen, or it can seem really choppy. So, where you can find your creativity instead is in the class theme. So, what I'm going to be doing each week is giving you this training where I'm going to give you all of the theme information for free with this video as well. And also kind of give you like a little Dharma talk. So, something that you could actually talk about in your class. Because something that's great about being a yoga teacher is you can take some things that you've learned and start to share those with your students so that not only are they going to have a great yoga class, but they can start to bring these teachings off of the mat and into their everyday life, which is super exciting and just very empowering for you to know that you can really make a difference in your students' lives. And then what I'll do is take the sequence then that goes with this and upload that to my app, and then also film the class that goes with this theme. So where I'm putting it all together so you can actually see how I do it, putting that together in a class that I also put up on my app. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments and I will get you the details to sign up for that. The theme for today is mirrors and being aware of the mirrors in your life. So, this might be something that you've heard about a lot or you've already looked into, but it might be a new topic for you. Either way, I'm really excited to give you my perspective on what mirrors are. Often in our lives, we have certain types of people, situations, and experiences that show up over and over, right? Let me know in the comments if that's true for you. Do you have situations that show up over and over and over? And while you're at it on YouTube, give me a little thumbs up just to show me that you are liking this video so far and you're liking this content. So let me know, have you had people or situations, experiences show up in your life over and over and over? And maybe you wonder, why me? Why does this always happen to me? Oh, why do I keep attracting this situation or this type of person, right? And it can get really, really annoying and frustrating and maddening, right? Okay. But if we could just take a moment to get out of that victim mentality, I'm not trying to call you out or say that you're always a victim, but it happens to all of us. We can so easily just fall into that mentality. But instead of being there, you can actually create the opportunity to learn and grow from it instead of letting these situations and these experiences, these repeated experiences, define you. Okay, so I want you to ask yourself whenever you're thinking about this person that keeps showing up or this experience or this situation, is there something that I can learn from this? And at first, our first reaction might be like, oh, God, that person's so blah, 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 or kind of putting the blame outside of us and be very annoyed by this person or things like that. But if you could just take a step back, take a few breaths, you'll probably be able to find a way that you could actually learn and grow from it, even though it's easier just to be like, that person, blah, 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 and I get it. I totally get it because that's my first response too. Okay. So I'm going to be honest with you. But is there a quality in this other person? I'm going to talk about other people first showing up as mirrors because I think it's the most obvious. So, is there a quality in this person that I'm actually working on within myself? For example, this is something that I've had to work on in my past is being blunt and maybe saying things in a way that can come out as uncompassionate. And it's totally not the way that I meant it to come out, but that's how it could be perceived by other people. This is especially true coming through in text messages and on social media. So that's really been the place where I've had the opportunity to learn to take a step back and learn how to react in a more compassionate way. right? And so, but deep down, when there's this person that keeps showing up and keeps annoying us and keeps frustrating us, there is something within ourselves that we need to work on that's very similar to how that person's making us feel, right? So maybe this person keeps saying something that's very blunt or in a way that you're like, God, like she didn't consider my feelings at all, or she said that in a super, mean way or whatever. But deep down, it's bothering you because you know that you do that sometimes, right? So you have to be really honest with yourself, and I'm going to be honest, it's not really fun. Like, who wants to do that? It's much easier just to put the blame outside of ourselves, right? But we're here, we're yogis, we are here to learn and grow. Okay, so chances are, like I said, that you have something within yourself that you know deep down you need to work on. Now, if something continues to be mirrored to you and it's still bothering to you, like I said, it means that you still have something to work on within yourself around this situation. And yes, if you flip it around and you're open, it can make you a stronger human. That's exactly right. Thank you, Claire. Because yes, if it might still show up in your reality, but if you've actually healed that aspect of you, if you heal this aspect, it might keep coming back. This person might keep showing up, but the thing is, you either won't even notice it, or you'll be like, "Oh, man, that doesn't even bother me anymore. Good job. Like, you've done so much work. Good job. It's not even bothering you anymore," right? So you're not going to see it as a problem anymore. So here's another way to look at things. Maybe the situations that keep coming up in your experience continually make you feel like inferior, dumb, scared, unworthy, overwhelmed. It could be something from your childhood, but I'll use an example for me, like overwhelmed. I am addicted to feeling overwhelmed. I'm addicted to always having the next thing lined up and the next thing to stress about. What am I going to stress about next? And maybe not even stress about in a bad way, but I'm a planner. I love to have events going on. I love to have the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. And this continually will keep me in a state of stress if I'm not aware of it. So this is something that I'm aware of. And now, instead of continuing to move forward at a rapid speed, I take a step back and I sit with it for a while, right? And that has made a huge, huge difference in my life. But the thing is that yes, even though the situation might be stressful, it's a lot easier to go with that feeling because we are used to it. That is our normal. We are addicted to it, okay? But another way to look at it is that that is our normal. And to choose something different than that is uncomfortable, right? It's uncomfortable to do that. And it actually makes you take a step back and look at, why do I keep putting myself in that situation? Okay, so we continually have these problems in our lives because unknowingly we are searching them out, we're seeking them out. And here's the thing that's really important. The only way things outside of us can bother us is if we let our minds make it a problem. Nothing in the planet, nothing on the planet. I want you to think about this for a second. Nothing on the planet is inherently a problem until our minds make it so. Okay, so let that sink in for a second. Nothing on the planet is a problem until our minds make it so. Until our minds decide, yep, that's a problem. Now let me give you an example. I'm pretty proud of myself because I came up with this today. One thing that might be a problem for you, and this shows that this is how the mind does this. One thing that might be a problem for you might not be a problem for somebody else. Okay, so this is the example that I came up with today. I live on an organic vegetable farm with my husband. That's what he does. I used to do it with him, but now I do my yoga stuff. So a good rain for him, he might love a good rain, right? Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's a beautiful Saturday and it's raining and the plants needed it so much. And this is going to help, our plants to live so we can make money and actually, sustain our business. While a bride on the very same day in the very same location, vicinity, might really see that rain as a problem because it's ruining her wedding day. So what deems something a problem? It's our minds, okay? Nothing on the planet is a problem until our minds make it so. So, what I want you to think about today is what is something that continually shows up in your experience? Okay. Can you choose to accept the experiences and learn and grow from them? As you do this, these mirrors will, like I said, either no longer show up anymore, or if they do show up, you won't even freaking notice it because it's not a problem for you anymore because you've dealt with it. It's not a problem. Your mind is not deeming it a problem anymore. It's not worthy of your attention and your focus. All right, so here's some different things that you can bring into your class. So what I want you to do with that Dharma talk is take it, maybe write some notes on it. What does that mean for you? Put it into your own words and then bring that out for your students, okay? It doesn't have to be my words. You bring it out, process it, bring it out in your own words. So you can bring in the affirmation I let go. So I really want to focus on letting go today. So I let go. All right, I came up with a great visualization. I'm going to go over that visualization in a moment. But you can think about some poses that what are some poses that make you feel like you let go? This could be different for all people. Some people it could be twists. Like that could feel like really letting go. It could be maybe you feel like you personally hold a lot of this stuff in your heart space and you're ready to let it go. So it could be a lot of heart openers. It could be hip openers. That's kind of what comes to my mind first whenever I think of letting go. So there's no right or wrong. You think as a teacher, what makes you feel like letting go? Okay. So I'd probably bring in hip openers. That's probably what I'll do for my sequence that I'm going to put on my app for you guys. But you don't have to do what I do. As long as you can make it sense for you and translate to your students, it'll make sense for them. Okay, the mudra that I chose, it's called Sepana Mudra. It's spelled K-S-E-P-A-N-A. Sepana Mudra. And this is how you do it. I'm going to come up like this on my hands and knees. Go like this. Okay, so you bring the index fingers together, cross the other fingers, and then cross the thumbs. Okay, and point it down. So your elbows are bent and you're pointing it down. It's kind of resting in your lap. And this mudra works with the apana vayu, the downward and outward flowing that's in our body, right? So we've got these different vayus or energetic currents. And this one works with the apana vayu, the downward and outward flow in the body's energetic system. So whenever you do this, it is helping you to let go by utilizing the apana vayu. Okay. Now, those are things you can choose to tell your students or not. That's up to you. Okay, so that's the mudra. I think that it's really amazing. So you could bring that mudra in the beginning, in visualization. You could bring it in certain poses. You can bring it all throughout the practice. And I think I really think it's really fun to do things like that. Okay, now the pranayama, I'm just going to tell you the pranayama and then I'm going to tell you the visualization that I would do or that I suggest. All right, so for the pranayama, something that's really fun, I think that sometimes people call this the elephant breath, but I think that they interlace the fingers like this. But something that's just even easier is to stand up and bring your arms up. And so you can kind of be flowy. So you can bend your knees. I'm not going to show you because I got my pajama pants on right now, but we're going to inhale, bring the arms up. And then you can exhale, fold over, and just fling the arms down and back. So you inhale up, exhale, fold over. So you kind of go into a forward fold and bring the arms up and back behind you. Just whoosh. And so you can inhale. And then you can even make noises. So the braver you are, the louder you can be. And remember, the louder and stupider you feel as a teacher, that's going to give your students permission to be louder and feel stupid. Because trust me, students always feel stupid. So give them permission to do that. And that's a really great way to release. And lastly, I'm going to just share the visualization. So I would love for you to practice this visualization with me now. So if you can find a comfortable seat, you can hold on to your Sepana Mudra. Let the pointer fingers point down, relax the shoulders, relax the elbows, bring the chin parallel to the ground and close your eyes. Let your lips form a slight smile here. Take a cleansing breath. That's a really great simple breath as well to let go. Maybe sigh. Okay, keep your eyes closed if that feels safe and comfortable for you. Bring to mind something now that keeps showing up in your experience over and over. Don't choose something too traumatic, okay? Make it something you feel you're ready to be rid of. And if it keeps coming up for you, you're ready to be rid of it. Maybe it's even just a feeling. Now, allow all those feelings to come in. Let them all come in. Feel the feels. I know it's uncomfortable, but feel it. Bring them in. The thing is that about these feelings, what we usually do is we resist them. No, no, I don't want to feel that. I don't want to feel it. Go away. Okay. But instead, I want you to allow them in because what we resist persists. What we resist persists. Okay. So breathe it in. Feel it. Feel it. Feel the feels. Allow them in. Feel the feelings. Feel the emotions associated with the experience. Allow them in. Be with them. We are all spiritual beings that have chosen to be here to have a human experience. So we've actually chosen to have experiences that might not always be seen as pleasant, right? Because these are human experiences and we've chosen this so that we can learn and grow and become more aware of our true essence and our true nature. So you're feeling those feels, and I want you to ask yourself, can I let my attachment to this problem go? Can you? Can you allow your attachment to this problem go? Can you? Will you? Will you let it go? When? Hopefully you said now. I'm going to go through those questions one more time. Can you let your attachment to this problem go? Can you? Will you? When? Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Hopefully you feel just a little bit lighter. Sometimes you might feel a release in one of your energy centers. Might feel a little bit more peaceful. But don't feel like that, has to kind of cure everything. As those feelings come up throughout your day today, I want you to sit with them, allow them in, process, ask yourself those questions, and decide if you're willing to let them go and if you will let them go and when. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Circle your hands together in front of your heart, bringing your palms together to touch. Slowly let your head hang forward. Thank yourself for taking this time for you and for your students today to help yourself and your students to get so much more than just the physical practice from your classes and from your own personal practice. The energy within me acknowledges the energy within you. Thank you so much for everything you do out in the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste. And you can open your eyes. Please, please, please let me know in the comments what you thought about this theme. Let me know if it brought some stuff up for you. Maybe it really helped to put some things into perspective. I would love to know. Please follow me on YouTube so that you can continue to get these videos each and every week. And I will put the information for the app down in the description. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up on YouTube and have a great day. Bye.